Hey guys, welcome back to myfitspiration.com. Hannah and I are in a pretty swanky kitchen here. What do you think about this kitchen?
Nice.
Yeah. So anyways, this time of year, Halloween, people love it. Lots of candy. Your kids have parties. Adults have parties. You're bombarded with all kinds of like unhealthy stuff. So we thought, what a great idea to show you a little recipe for
Halloween.
Yes, but what are we making?
Applesauce.
Okay, now Hannah is not the most excited about this particular recipe.
I don't like applesauce. It tastes like this.
Okay, the reason why is so many applesauce. Think about it this way.
I don't like it.
I know.
I thought we were bobbing for apples. You tricked me.
No.
She tricked me.
Think about how many years sometimes those cans and jars of applesauce have just been sitting on that counter. I mean, some of this applesauce just looks like it's just like 12 years old. And this is a really fun way to use the apples this time of year. It's what's local. You can support, you know, your local farmers. I mean, take your kids apple picking. Let them pick the apples. Bring them home. It is so simple to make. Most of this stuff you probably already have in your house anyways.
True. If you do our apple trick, you already have one in your backpack.
Exactly. So,
but what's it going to taste like?
It tastes delicious, and I promise you that. I'm telling you.
Are you throwing down the gauntlet here?
I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I have to give props, though, where props is due. My friend Lonnie. Hey, Lonnie.
Hey, Lons.
She actually showed me this recipe a couple of years ago. We went apple picking and then had all these apples, and instead of just making a bunch of pies, because nobody needs a bunch of apple pies sitting around, we went ahead and made this applesauce. So I'm going to go over the ingredients real quick.
Okay,
it's going to be real simple.
Now, this is something I can make on my own at home,
Yes,
right?
totally easy. And
kids can help with this?
Kids can totally help with this. And, you know, if you're trying to, you know, get them in, it's pretty impressive. If you say, oh, would you like some of my homemade applesauce that I just slaved all day over?
I need to be writing this down.
Right, exactly.
And go.
Okay, so my favorite apple to make applesauce is the Honeycrisp. You can get them all pretty much anywhere during the fall time.
What's a secondary one they can do besides Honeycrisp?
Rayburns are great.
Pink Lady.
Pink Ladies are delicious. I don't like Red Delicious so much. I feel like they're a little bit mealy. You want something that's got a little bit tart and a little bit sweet. You can do Granny Smith if you want to.
You want it like this?
You may just have to add a little more sweetener of your choice.
Okay, so what we have here?
So we've got right here about 8 apples sliced and cored.
It smells so good.
I mean, like the smell is unbelievable. While you're slicing your apples, go ahead and throw the sliced apples in a bowl with water and about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. The lemon juice is going to keep the apples nice and bright so they don't oxidize because nobody likes brown applesauce.
And make sure when you have your lemon juice, it's real lemon juice, not from concentrate.
Right. So I just grabbed that because that's easy. You can keep it in your refrigerator.
Absolutely.
It's great. You're going to want some cinnamon sticks versus you don't want cinnamon, ground cinnamon.
On the spice aisle. On the cinnamon sticks.
On the spice aisle. This is the only part about it that's not natural, but it's just fun, and you can omit this if you want to. But we got some red and yellow food coloring because we're going to make our applesauce what color? Orange for Halloween. Super fun. You could throw, you know, at the very end, you could throw some raisins in there, whatever.
Make eyes like a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's really fun for the kids. That's the part that the kids can really help you with, which is fun. You're going to need an orange, just one. We're going to use the peel to just add another depth of flavor and the juice, which adds a nice acidity to it, which is awesome. And then you're going to want to pick a sweetener of your choice. Now,
this is where it can get tricky with the sweetener.
Exactly. This can go, you can use regular sugar if you'd like. I prefer if you're going to use sugar in the raw or something that's not processed, which is great.
Coconut sugar, if you want to use coconut sugar, that's another good option.
Maple sugar, there's all kinds of options. If you want to use an alternative sweetener, there's stevia or Truvia is a good option. Hannah likes that.
My personal favorite.
I like the Sweetly stevia. This is in tablet form. You can just throw a couple tablets in. They also have it in loose powder, you know, or, which is what we'll probably use today, is agave nectar. Now, agave nectar, you know, is no different than honey. You have to count the calories and all of that good stuff, but a little bit of agave nectar or honey is really going to go a long way in this particular recipe. And, you know, this is a little bit of a treat. It's a healthy alternative. So
who knew applesauce would become a treat?
Right? I mean, like,
and I will say, if you use honey, make sure you get local honey because it's going to be great for your allergies.
It'll be good for allergies, great for your local farmers, great for your local bees.
Or as they call it in England, golden syrup.
Right. We're
trivia.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get to this.
Okay, I'm going to show you like a really quick trick because you're going to have to take the skin off of all the apples and obviously core it. So to give us a nice strong base, we're going to cut the top off of this. So you're going to cut the top off just like so and the bottom. And this makes it super easy to go around the apple and take the skin off. So we have the top and bottom. Ooh, bless you.
Pardon me.
Okay, so we're going to go right around with the knife, just right around the flesh.
I'm just going to wash my hands real quick.
Cut this off. Pretty simple. Try to get as much of the skin off as you can. The skin kind of gets tough in there. Doesn't really taste too good. But another little hint, if you don't want to go the food coloring route, then you're just going to cut around the core. If you don't want to go the food coloring route, you can take some of these red skins and throw them in the pot with the applesauce and let it boil. That's what turns the applesauce pink. You ever seen pink applesauce in the grocery store?
And I know this sounds weird, but sometimes when I skin my apples, you have a little bit of flesh left on them. I like to break this up and put it on top of my salad. So just a little extra, you want to use your leftovers?
Yep.
Let's do that.
You can add just pretty much whatever you want to it. Then at the end, after you've simmered your applesauce, you just fish those peels out and you're left with beautiful, like blush pink applesauce, which is really fun. Little girls always love that. So
I love it how our apples have been soaking here and there's not a single brown spot on them.
Not a single brown. And these have been in here now for quite a while.
They've been in there
right?
for pre-taping, you know.
Right. Okay.
So tell me about this orange.
So I like to add a little bit of orange to my applesauce, primarily because it just kind of adds another depth of flavor. And really all we're going to need right now is a couple really good slices of the peel. So Hannah, I'm going to let you take these and just squeeze them and get all that essential oil from the peel into the applesauce water. And
let's think about how good orange goes with cinnamon. Cinnamon goes with apples.
Delicious.
This is kind of like a merriment of flavors here.
It's delicious. So we're just going to take all this peel and we're just going to
really work it.
All right.
Takes a little muscle to do this.
It does. It's a workout, right? Here's another one. All right. So now you're left with the orange. We don't always want to like leave any kind of waste. So why don't you take this side, I'll take this side, and let's just go ahead and squeeze this in. This is the part the kids can get involved in. It's super fun. So we're squeezing the orange.
I like the way it feels between my fingers.
It's really kind of gross. Okay. All right. So we've got that in there. Let me just put that here.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to let you fish out the apples and put them into a stock pot. You're going to want to just put them into like a medium size. You can use your hands.
I can?
Yeah. These are
fun. These are clean tools, right?
These are the best tools you have in the kitchen. Okay. So we're going to go
in my house, we use our hands.
We're going to transfer all of that into a stock pot. It doesn't have to be a really huge stock pot. Again, these measurements are all, very flexible. If you want to use more apples, you can do more apples. You can do less apples, you can do less. You can do big batches, little batches. This actually freezes really well. So,
this smells like an apple orange delicious candle.
I'm telling you, this is delicious.
Okay, I'm going to confess, I might actually like this.
I'm telling you, this is not like your little plastic covered nasty apple.
Okay, so I fished the apples out. Now
Go ahead and fish the peel out of the we're going to keep all those peels in because we're going to cook all this together. Now, we've got this awesome, delicious leftover juice here. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour whatever is left from our liquid that the apples were sitting in that has the lemon juice, the orange juice, and we're going to pour just enough in here to almost cover the apples, not all the way.
Okay.
So
usually almost all of it can pretty much go in there.
Almost all of it.
So there's still about an inch or two of apples kind of peeking up. I'm going to make sure they're all kind of even. That's actually perfect.
Yep, perfect. Now, we're going to hold off on the actual sweeteners till after because, once we get some of this cooked down, we're going to add our sweeteners in. Why don't you put in 2 cinnamon sticks? So take 2 cinnamon sticks out there and break them in half and just throw them in there. Perfect.
These cinnamon sticks are not just for arts and crafts.
Gosh, that just smells like fall, right? I love cinnamon. Woo! Yep. I know, you got to use a little muscle on this. Spaghetti. Right? Perfect. Throw that in there. Perfect. So what you're left with here.
It's very pretty.
It is. It's gorgeous. You're left with just your apples, your orange, and your cinnamon sticks.
Okay.
We're going to put this on the stove at high, bring it up to a boil, bring it down to medium-low to a simmer. And this is going to need to simmer probably for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And then when you're done, you're going to fish out the orange peel and the cinnamon sticks, and we'll show you how to finish this off.
I'm ready. This is so easy so far.
We'll see you in just a minute.
So I can tell you, it smells like an apple orchard in here.
It smells like fall, I'm telling you. It just makes me think of fall and I just love it. So this has been cooking now for about 2 hours, I would say.
So it looks just like
applesauce. And I love it. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to take this slotted spoon and you just need to fish out the orange peel.
Okay.
There's a couple of these in here. So you really want to take the time to do that. And
orange peel just gave it so much flavor.
I'm telling you, it really, really does. So I'm just going to fish these out. And really, You probably could keep them in because they've probably gotten very sweet at
Pretty
this
as like
point.
a little garnish if you wanted to maybe cut a little piece off of it.
But if you got a big old piece of orange peel in your...
It'd be like this.
It would be a little...
bitter.
So
Whoops.
we're just going to
Cheers.
fish all these out. Now, how many...
Also, don't forget about the cinnamon stick.
I was going to say, please fish those out. You don't want anybody...
That's a crunchy snack. So
you
there
don't
should be
want...
4 little pieces in there.
You don't want anybody choking on...
Right there.
Why don't you tell them what we're going to do? My hands are clean, by the way. Why don't you tell them what we're going to do to make this extra fun for Halloween?
So for Halloween, I know we always want to have candy and this and that. And this is something that your kids can make to take to school instead of like cupcakes or something like that. So basically, we're going to turn the applesauce orange for Halloween. And you could put raisins in it for eyes. You could put a licorice thing for a Halloween mouth. You could make it look like an actual pumpkin.
Totally. So why don't you hold that bowl for me while
All right.
No, not that one.
This one. The big one.
We got to turn
Oh, I gotcha.
And I'm just going to
gosh,
dump
this
it all in
looks
there.
This did not come from a jar, people.
Okay, hold on.
Here, I can help.
I'm just going to...
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Look at all the bits in it.
That's the thing. I mean, when you make
Orange
stuff...
bits. It looks so good.
When you make stuff from scratch...
It smells... Oh my god. It smells like apple pie, I'm not going to lie.
It's made with love.
Loving hugs and all those.
So, I mean, we only used
I could just
about...
stick my face in this and start eating it, but I won't.
And look, we only used about 6 to 8 apples for that, an orange and some cinnamon sticks. I mean, and a little bit of lemon. So what we're going to do now, Hannah, is
So what would be about a serving of applesauce?
I would say about a cup is probably, so that's probably a good 6 to 8 cups of applesauce in there. So we're going to, but we got to turn this into orange applesauce. All right. So I'll take one. You take the other, Hannah. We're just going to do literally like
so we have, what colors do we have here?
We have, well, yellow and red, of course.
Absolutely. Make
so
orange.
just a little bit goes a long way. Just like, oh, that's good. Now let's just stir it up.
That looks orange almost.
Let's just stir it up and see how we are. And then we can always add more. Oh, it's so fun. Oh,
I think we need some more yellow.
Yes, I agree. I concur.
You could even make it red for,
my gosh,
if you wanted to do blood and guts. Oh,
wait.
It looks.
Oh, no, that's right.
Oh, yeah, there we go. You did good.
And they have, you know, I know a lot of you are going, oh my gosh, I'm not giving my kids red dye. Ooh. But they have all kinds of organic now.
That's right.
Made from beet extracts. You can use so many different kinds.
This is the perfect shade of orange.
I'm sorry, that is the most fun. I'm sorry. If I had like a kid, I would just absolutely die and love it. Super fun. All right.
Your kids will eat this.
Okay. Let's go ahead and put a serving size.
So serving size, this is about a cup slotted, a cup spoon. Let's get that nice and even.
And put that in there.
Oh my gosh, it's really pretty.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It'd be so pretty in like some really pretty glasses if you were serving it like to adults. Give your sissy a bite of that. Okay, I don't like applesauce. You know how I feel about this.
This is the moment of truth. I'm telling you, I'm about to convert her.
No, I don't like applesauce.
I'm telling you,
you only get it when you get constipated. Your parents make you eat it.
It's good, right?
I think I need to test it out some more. Holy.
I'm telling you, the kids will love it. The adults will love it.
I cannot believe how good this is.
I'm telling you, it's delicious. Let me try it.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's delicious. And there is no added sugar. We added a little bit of that agave nectar at the end. Oh,
you could even use this as baby food almost.
Let me tell you, I forgot because we didn't show that actually. I added 2 tablespoons of agave nectar the last 15 minutes or so it was cooking. And, you know, we're talking about, we've got like 6 to 8 apples in there. So you're not talking about a ton. And again, if it's not Halloween, don't turn it orange. We just thought this was a fun way to make your kids. I know. To have something fun for Halloween. So we hope you like this. Go pick some apples. Make some applesauce. I'm so glad that she liked it. I guarantee you'll like it. So tune in next time to myfinspiration.com for more fun recipes and kooky things we come up with. Have a good day. Bye. Delicious, right?
Oh.